Hi, hello, this is Jules the Human here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I kind of wanted to talk about Elden Ring and its difficulty. And I kind of want to go over my thoughts because I think they're a little different than some people. Because I'm going to say this up front that I am not a Souls player. I am definitely somebody that likes easy mode. I'm definitely somebody that likes taking it easy, chilling, vibing, and doing something else on my other screen while I play some keep my mind busy with some random game, and I like Nintendo games and all that stuff. But I have started Elden Ring. I am about 14 hours into the game as of right now. And I kind of want to talk about the difficulty because apparently, like, if you're a long-time Souls player, I've heard this before that this is nothing new, and it should be expected with a whole new Souls game coming out about the whole difficulty debate. But it's interesting for me because I'm just jumping into it, and I didn't know this was the whole thing. But I'm gonna get into what I think, whether it needs an easier, uh, an easier option, or it should be more accessible. And the long short of it is, I don't think so. Should it be now? It's if it's a question about accessibility, yeah, I think it could be a load more accessible. I mean, if you need stuff to for like specialized controllers or anything like that, then yeah, sure. If you need more cues and all that stuff, I'm always down to have more cues, different color styles, different all that stuff to help out for accessibility. But if it's about difficulty, I definitely think, and again, this is my first Souls game ever. I think the difficulty is fine, and I'm going to read here from Miyazaki in the New Yorker, and I'm going to expand on that in a little bit on why I think it's okay and why I think it's definitely made my experience better. And maybe since it's a unique experience because I've never done this, I like taking the easy road usually, and now I am totally on board and I totally understand what they're trying to invoke. I think my experience is a little unique, and I hope people understand. It's an interview from for Miyazaki. The question of how hard games should be is closely tied to the question of whom games are for. Some argue that they should be accessible, gently guided experiences that adapt different skills, interests, and physical capabilities. Others say that they should operate on their own terms. In this model, difficulty is the creator's prerogative. Not every game has to be for everyone. Miyazaki's work is often invoked by the latter camp, as it suggests that challenge, not escapism or uplift, is the medium's crucial quality. It's an interesting question, Miyazaki told me. We are always looking to improve, but in our games specifically, hardship is what gives meaning to the experience. So it's not something we're willing to abandon at the moment. It's our identity. And now that's from the New Yorker, the New Yorker. And I kind of want to expand on that because I hit something that I didn't know I was going to hit, some emotional bone in my body. You may have seen this clip going around on Twitter.
I shall remember thee, tarnished, smouldering with thy.
Oh, wow. And a little bit of backstory is I came upon the first quote unquote boss of the game of Elden Ring, and I couldn't do it. Within the first 2 hours, I tried and tried. I couldn't do it. I died a bunch, and I had to give up. And I had to understand that I wasn't ready for it yet. And then for me to come back and after exploring the world for 12 hours, and exploring everything else, I that's the game, that's the way the game is designed. That specific game, Elden Ring, that's the way it's designed. It's supposed to show you that there's more to it than just going in a straight line. There's ways for you to get better and see the world and see what this game is actually about. And it's more than just getting from A to B. It's about the journey. It's about your own personal journey, I think. So people that are saying they want an easy mode, I think you're definitely would get rid of a lot of the journey and a lot of like what he says, it's in the game. Hardship is in the game because they want us to have a meaningful experience. In that clip, I had one of the most meaningful experiences because I left and I was defeated. And then I picked it back up and I said, "No, I can do it. I know I can do it." And I died a bunch. I looked around, I went around the whole area, the whole opening area, trying to figure out what to do, and I understood. It was beautiful, and I just kept going, and I just kept I love this open world. This open world is so different and so unique, and everything is so beautiful. Uh and this is the first one of the first open world games that I just wholly love just exploring. And I really think that was part of the experience for you to get dropped on your ass and die a bunch so that you can turn around and go find and explore and do other little things without actually explicitly telling you that. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you anything. That's their way of telling you you gotta go out and you gotta grind. You can go explore or you can grind. Like, there's so many people that are saying this game's difficult when I found so many YouTube videos on how easy it is. There's so many videos on just like there's even one where you can just like make a boulder fall off a cliff and you get a bunch of runes and you can cheese it, as they say, cheese uh getting a higher level, or cheese getting a bunch of runes so that you can get higher level, different stuff, different boosts and all that stuff. Like, you can just play one little group of people and you could just kill them over and over and over again. Why are people saying this game is difficult? Like, in Elden Ring you can just do that. And again, I don't have any other Souls experience, and that's, from what I understand, that's what that's how it was in all the other ones, and this one's even more easy. It's even more accessible, and I'm just so confused because I had such a memorable experience. One of my favorite so far gaming experiences, beating Margit, the first boss, and it was just so emotional because I finally did it. I had done it, and it all spilled out of me because of this hardship, because of how difficult it was, because I wanted to make it difficult for myself, and I wanted to do it by myself because I knew it would mean more, and I think it meant the most in that moment. And it was, luckily I caught it on stream, which was pretty dope. But I it's so interesting where there's so many ways you can make it easier for yourself, but these people that are complaining about an easy mode just don't want to hear it. And I'm just baffled coming into this whole community because it's like you can just fight one guy over and over. And why wouldn't you grind in other games? There's other games that you grind in, but I don't understand it. It's so confusing. So, do I think Elden Rings needs to be easier? No, I don't. And that's uh, I am so confused after having the experience that I had. And I was talking about this on stream the other day, but you don't know it until you feel it, until you go against that hardship and you win and you overcome, and that feeling that they want you to have actually happens. And it's like, oh, th- that's that's wild. I did not know a video game can make me feel that way. I didn't know I was that attached. I didn't know so many things, that I felt. And I just want to tell you that you could feel that way and play this game because I didn't think I was going to like it. It wasn't even on my radar. I didn't even expect to enjoy it this much. I hate open world games. I don't like hard games. And then here I am just wandering around the world looking at all the beautiful stuff. Everything's unique. The open world is not wasting my time. And then I come back 12 hours later on hour 14 and I burst into tears after beating this boss. I don't know how many times I died against this one single boss. I come back and I did it and I accomplished something and it feels so good and it is their identity. And now I want to go play all the other Souls games, and it's the hardship that's a part of the game. I think a lot of people are just saying trying to get from A to be because that's the story beats, but in these games I think it's more than just story. It's a lot more about of a connection to you, to learning how to beat something, to how to beat a boss, how uh a certain character moves, how your character moves, how a boss moves, and you're trying to figure that out. It's kind of like a puzzle. And he even Miyazaki has said it before. It's like a very distinct puzzle. And for some people that's not fun, and I get that. I totally understand that, but do I think it needs to be easier when you can make it easier yourself? No. I don't think so. You can definitely make it easier yourself. You could definitely, like I said before, just make it easy by just killing the same people and doing it over and over and over. And then look at that, you're high level. Okay, cool. You can walk around and be a god-like person. Cool. That's how you make it easy. Does it need an explicit easy, medium, hard thing? No, I don't think so. I think you have to make the decision yourself. A lot of people don't want to go that extra length into thinking about it, and a lot of people just look at it and say, "Ah, I don't want it. I don't want any of that." And I gave it a chance and I enjoyed it. And it's possibly one of the most insane feelings to feel, and even watching I just feel all of those all over again. It's insane, and I can't explain it until you do it. And all in all, I've after all this, a lot of people think that the Souls community is difficult, I'd say. Is a little difficult or annoying or rude, but I've felt so welcomed in the short amount of time, in the week of me playing the game and me posting about it. There's just this sort of camaraderie of us discovering things together. And when I posted that video of me beating Margit, the first boss, there was so many people that are like, keep going, that's so amazing for you, good for you. I've never had that for some other game. I've never had so many people so enthusiastic for me because they understood what I went through. And it was crazy. And it's so cool, and it's so much more than trying and it being difficult. It's an experience, and doing this together with everybody at the same time right as the game comes out is undeniably beautiful. And it's an experience I didn't know uh, that gaming could have. It's a very different experience than a lot of video games, and it's I have no other word to say but beautiful, stupendous, gorgeous. It's really cool. It's three-dimensional. It's not just I want to get here to get to learn the story. That's a part of it, yes, but a lot of it is your connection with what's going on, your connection with the characters, your connection with the community, and your connection with the unknown, yourself, your willingness to take yourself out of the comfort zone. So it's it can be just a game. If you want to play just a game, if you want to play an easy game, there's so many other games out there. But really, I think if you want to challenge your soul, this is it. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe. If you do Elden Ring content, if you want to watch me play Elden Ring, twitch.tv/JulesTheHuman. The link is down there in the description. Hit subscribe, and I would love to know your thoughts about all of it. I hope I was coherent. I hope I made sense, and I'm okay with clearing anything up in the future if you have any questions about what I said. But yeah, I'm enjoying my experience. I don't think it should change, and I really hope you understand why. And I'm not trying to be arrogant. I really hope I didn't come off as arrogant. And I am new to the community and new to Souls games, and I just want to watch and learn and play and do and everything. It's so cool. It's such a cool experience. I hope you heard me. Hope you understand. I've been Jules the Human, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.